welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you guys being here. Now, I was just thinking about Jesus in the well, and also the blood and the wine when he said, "This is mine," you know. Like I was just thinking about too, like a record deal. When somebody sign up for the record deal, they get that money, they sign on the dotted line. It's like the label is like, it's mine. And if these people go up against the record label, then what usually happens? And they belong to that record label too, don't they? And if any one of those people, if you think about the biblical text, if any of those people try to raise up against or law, because we talking about Virginia, we talking about these is the areas where most of the presidents find their families somewhere in there. Down the line, this is where the king or the presidents and shit is built. The thing about America is there's something running through her veins. You see what I'm saying? I don't know what, I'm pretty sure, like I said, there's terminology, but when the people that done taken, the foreign people that feel like they done took over and they couldn't take over the one, that's defeat. Like, I don't want to, there's nothing else to talk about. Because these people have already taken away a piece of bread or something of mine, and they got it or something like this. And the Bible says, can't I do what I want to do with my property? Somebody got something crossed somewhere along the lines. So I'm thinking maybe after they killed Saddam, they took some of my property, rebranded it. I'm also hearing something like, even with these men ain't gonna save me. It's the connection with God. It's who I am. If anything, again, when these men went through some kind of healing or something like this, because of their genetic codes, it's almost like they became my son. Knight of Swords is coming in the clouds to strike something down. And this could be a real one or a fake one. I don't know. This could be somebody that feel like they have that power or that authority. There could be somebody about to lose their life because they wasn't able to get a victory over another person with this Queen of Swords in reverse. This could be this Biddy wannabe. They could have even made this person to claim this. The Biddy Mason energy. They could have done that. This could be one of the people that took up one of my elements or something like this in the past. I don't know why I always go back to the Metropolitan House. The candy energy. They tried to make something that was in my likeness or something like this because they knew one day. I'm hearing that song, I think, by LA niggas do this and do that or do something. David in reverse. These are people that cleaved on to something or whatever this is. They like took the power. This could be, like I said, the day after something. This could be the day after I slept with this boy. It could be the day after the marriage. It could be the day, but it don't even really exist. Because even that would be Christ laying down for 30 years and now back up. I mean, it just, I don't know what to say. So we got the hangman energy. Okay? That's what I'm saying. Somebody tried to put a marriage. It's a false marriage or something. They put me in, somebody in. It's null and void. Cease and desist. You don't have the right to do anything because I'm one of those Queen of Wands that put my work in. I would not be looked at as the typical woman that a man would want to, if they was able to go through my database. It would not be the typical virgin woman, right? The only virgin thing is that they trying to keep me dumbfounded when it comes to stability, a grounded foundation, my finances, the power that be, right? Other than that, as far as like virginity, like having, I would not be. This means that again, this could be the sons of God, the daughters of God that can choose, the Queen of Wands that can choose their mates. They don't have to get married like the rest of these people. It's biblical, all right? So I will not be getting married. It just, you know, you understand. I feel like men took that hold for a long time. I ain't getting married. That's the personality of somebody. You get what I'm saying? That's the personality that maybe these sons or daughters, well, maybe they are daughters of God. I don't know. So again, somebody could have did something like this recently here. They're using somebody else, draining this person of their energy. In the hangman in the upright. So somebody is being drained or hung out to dry or something like this. Okay. We have the King of Swords here. Could be a feminine. And then these three people here that's celebrating something. All right. The High Priestess is here with these people to try to get some type of something here. Somebody's doing something on the internet or changing some like digitized information here. This could be Denise energy. That person dressed kind of like this. This person could be doing something digital here. Okay. These are people that, like I said, the real power came from me and this masculine, or that masculine doing whatever they did to me back as a teenager. It's not from this person being with this girl. This is also something in the likeness of. We're not doing in the likeness of. We're not doing it. These people also have high crimes, trafficking, kidnapping. You know, they could be taking teenagers. Somebody could have took a teenager. And I was also getting the ones with the whitewashed houses. Because this is house over here, drive past all the time. And it's just like the people, somebody just came and spray painted the house white. They left the plastic on the windows and everything. They never came to take the plastic off or nothing. Something like this. Some tombs. Somebody could have also did something with a lot of deaths and try to plant it on another person. This could also be the people that have already changed their identity or changed themselves, or like how Michael Jackson went, you know, real light skin. Allegedly it was a disorder. Somebody could be using a child, like they put some stuff in the name of a child, but these are illegitimate children. These are like children that was produced some other kind of way. It's maybe not natural, or the parents wasn't together, or they could have been already estranged or something. They don't have no power, no claims to no thrones, nothing like that. Four of Pentacles, here go these people here. These could be sons, like I said, in the reverse, that they're going to be taken out or taken down. Again, there's no such thing as time for real. So what these people doing with the time zones and what they doing with time, or oh, you didn't do it at this time. God don't even deal with time. I don't even think that it's a such thing as a clock or anything being spoken in the Bible. All right. So they know what they did to a family member, or this is people that were supposed to be the caretakers, or to clean this person up off the ground if they get hurt or something. These were the foot soldiers or something like this. Okay. but they exerted some type of power, I feel, over the past couple of years. And they're the ones that made somebody naked here. This is why they're about to get hit up here. Because these could be men and things like this, or in your family, community, or some kind of jurisdiction that was supposed to be protecting someone. All right? Just be like the Queen's guards allowing somebody to take naked pictures of them or something when they're supposed to be making sure that everything is swept and cleared every time this person wants to bathe or something like this. Okay? Yeah, somebody is definitely doing something behind the scenes on the computer or something. This could also be somebody that did a fake marriage with a person that was already married to me. Not under Islam, but under American law, which you're only going to be married to one person. So this person could have married this person. They didn't really get a divorce from me. This person could have, but they could have been estranged. And as soon as they married the person, they took the person out. And they kept the child. So this would be a man or a female, because it's just female shit that these men was doing. When I was looking at the word chic, I was getting Shiite. Okay? So I don't know if these are a bunch of people that ran from me saying, oh, this person is abusive. They steal and take all the money, or they hold the money and it's the other way around. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Abusive, like, or prejudice, or, you know, somebody going up against their master. Lying. Right? Or is it, like I said, there's always been a element behind Islam that's a female that these people will never admit exist, because they don't want us to know that they bowing down to a man. Oh, I said a man. Well, maybe this person is transgender. Maybe they have a phallic or had one. Okay. They were not, but it looked like a woman completely. And maybe people didn't want somebody to know what they were bowing down to. Okay, this could also be this alleged sister energy, but that's not the real sister, dude. I was also thinking the Shiana energy, Shayana or whatever. That would be one of Caesar's daughters, claiming everything. Now, there's going to be no Caesar. You understand? There's not going to be no Caesar. If Caesar tried to go against me and steal my stuff, I'm not going to say, oh, render me what's my... I'm just, give me everything and kill Caesar. You know what I'm saying? Okay? So, unless Caesar can prove that Caesar was a friend and Caesar was just holding my shit for nobody else to get it. It just, something just don't make sense. So these people could be celebrating. And this a King of Swords. This could be a female King of Swords. Somebody that ain't got no time for no games. And this person, these people about to not be celebrating no more. You know, I know that these people had something. This person could have leaked these pictures. Maybe somebody said, we're not going to do that. We're not going to leak these pictures. But whoever this is that want to be a royal, this could be the summer as well. Somebody, because they pump these people up with a false delusion that they could ever have power over this energy. You got the Chariot in reverse here. Somebody was using Chariot in reverse, something very stealth movements, in order to get this person, these pictures of this person naked here. And the fact that this looked like a child, like this is this person's child or something here that's doing this, like a child that wanted to be above this parent. Because that's why I'm saying this is like a temporary something. Somebody like, oh, you changed, not you like this and you like that or something like that. You know, excuse me. The party people want to rise up. You don't even do anything that have to do with business or solidifying anything. It's like, dude, you could party anytime. We're not doing that. This is like Cortland as well, Uncle Cortland. You know, partying and shit like this or whatever. And that's why they were afraid for Rowan with him again, because she was a newbie. She wasn't even all the way really in tune with all the witchcraft. She didn't even know everything about the family of things like this. And she had put Cortland down up in that one place. And then she got him back out of there or whatever, because some other people got stuck wandering around in the house. So she got him up out of there. And she was using him or working with him. And he was like, no, I'm going to do whatever you say or whatever. And then he went and started getting popularity and was trying to take away the coolness or something from... Just said, like, come on, man. I don't know what somebody's doing, but I don't got time for that. Like, These are people that are party while the whole fucking world is burning down. Like, sit the fuck down somewhere. Stop drinking. Stop whatever these people are doing here. There's no man, I will not bow to any motherfucking, there's no man on this earth that's going to marry me. There's no, you know, I don't know what, you know what I say. It's almost like just eliminate what a person thought that they was coming here and doing. Because you forget about whatever, there's like a suicide bomber. You came over here, oh, from Saudi Arabia, if it's a such thing, and you want to do something, no, you got to forget that shit that you was doing over there. See, I feel like these people don't want to admit that. Yeah, they show us the physical things in another country or whatever when the war is breaking out or these children hungry and stuff like this. But the real deal is the real spiritual warfare is here. We got the tower in reverse. Somebody tried to bring a tower to this person by showing these naked pictures like this, but it's not a tower. And because who you did it to was the Holy Spirit, temperance energy. Plus, I got that stuff there on the table when I get home. I want to know about somebody's ear. If you have an ear, let them hear. Because almost like somebody did something to manipulate some words or manipulate some communication. Or, you know, these are jobs that you cannot rely on a messenger to give you a message from certain people. You better listen to that message or whatever this is. Right? You know, it's not going to be a problem for me that there's miscommunication and you purposely doing that shit. It's going to be a problem for you. They trying to put the Holy Spirit in jail for something here. Or this is what somebody is about. The Holy Spirit is about to concoct up something that's going to get all these people kicked out and put in jail or something like this. Three of Swords energy. There could be some of these people that already broke off from some of these men or these people that they was collaborating with. Because we just forgetting that this is America. Somebody heartbroken because I don't know if a person is still being able to tell a story or something like this. Somebody is still shining despite what these people are trying to do. A Queen of Cups is going down despite what these people are trying to do. Protect this person that could have been playing as if they were me or they were this mother or they were a sister or something like this. This Queen of Cups, Mommy Watson energy that is in reverse. Somebody is even opening up and giving all their power onto this beast or something like this because they hate me. Because I got to come claim everything they thought they took from me. And it's not going to work. You understand? It's just not. You're about to be burdened, heavily burdened here. Also, this person was making people go out and whore. You was turning some girls or something like this or the daughters of Zion into prostitutes. This could be why they moved me away and the Zionists stayed in Zion. To create this sneaky link or whatever the fuck this is. To keep those children behind and whore them out or something like this, okay? Make it seem like a mother didn't know how to do something, but in reality, in my house, since we serve this Lord, there was no shit like that going on in my house with my daughters. So that don't even make no sense for you to take somebody that's going to whore out the daughters, but then you had somebody that was strict with the daughters and kept the daughters, like, and then this is somebody that want to waste my time to have me do it again. You had the chance already. People were saying I was too strict. Oh, you should let them spend the night at family. I don't even close to the family like that no more. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. I'm not about to send my children spend the night. I'm not even. We see each other on holidays. I don't have nothing against them. I don't know what they got against me. But I don't feel close enough to these people, family or not, to be having my children, just force my children on people like, you got to go get to know this auntie. There's some aunties and shit like this, like my auntie sis. I kind of always like sis. But growing up or whatever, like, I don't know the closeness or how I could say, oh, hey, auntie sis. I was a little girl before puberty or something like this. Right? And I might have went to her house to go visit her and her husband maybe once a long time ago. I think I might have went randomly there. Like when I was just, I noticed that, the family was kind of drifting or I was not because I lived a little further. I think I have to pop up at these people's house once in a while, just sit there and talk to them for a minute. All right. But like, I don't have nothing against this auntie or nothing like this, but I'm just using this as an example. Okay. That is very, that relationship is very something. And then I think when I got in, when my auntie Risa was trying to swindle me for that extra money, she might have spoke up and said something, was like, oh no, that's not right, or something on her side back then. But that's the only other time I even remember, you know. It's even making me think, like, sometimes I be thinking when I went to these places, I remember putting at people's houses, something like this. I don't remember coming out. I don't know. I don't know if these was like contract deals. Like, even if I did, I maybe don't remember it, but I did come out, obviously, because I went on with my life. But I don't know if those were like contract deals of like me entering into their space. That means that they could keep something, the essence or a part of me, or they can get a, I don't know. Because I don't know if this is even in another state or something like this. It's like somebody was using me as their servant. Like, I don't know, in their house cooking and stuff. Like, I don't know. Somebody was doing, oh, you know how to do that? And people was like, oh, let me get a Daenerys. Give me one. You understand? Oh, you know how to cook like that? Oh, you know how to sew like that? You know how to do like this? And people keep saying that these is growing pains. No. There's people out here showing out their attributes all day trying to stay relevant with this nonsensical shit. So now you got people treating everybody like some kind of record label deal or something like this. Oh, they're getting out there, they're acting silly in front of people, they're in the circus, they're making views or whatever. They don't have nothing to do with the growth of our economy or nothing. So they would say, so don't say I ain't on my couch every day and don't do nothing but alchemize shit. You understand? All I do is alchemize things. What these people doing is getting them views. What I'm doing with God is moving mountains. You understand? Without even moving. Who are you to say? So these tags or whatever, or these things, these strands, even if this is with the Hoffa energy, with waste management, it's like I am as my Father is in heaven. What I got to say here matters. You probably want to listen. It's just all those different elements let it easy for me to maybe start, even if they try to keep me away from these things. The way my mind works may be able to exercise, I might be able to exercise my mind amongst all these different types of men. King of Cups, King of Wands, King of Swords, King of Pentacles. Because it doesn't matter. The Empress, if we talk about the Empress, don't let it be a Queen of Wands Empress. Because that person is over, the Empress is over all the kings anyway, still. So that's why I call her Christ. We got the Queen of Wands here. Somebody is about to put a stop to this horrendous, whatever this type of trafficking or enslaving or something. I was also hearing the trust is like money is getting, but it's because these people trying to keep up with something that's done already. You're trying to keep up with something that's done. You're trying to keep the new world order is probably a fucking person. I could be a conduit of that. You're trying to keep back something that's happening anyway. These old ways or whatever these people is doing is done. It's over with. Somebody could be dark skinned, pretty brown skin. Somebody is sad here. Okay? They could be sad. They could know what they did or how they're going to be seen when they was distributing out these gifts or something like this. Okay? Somebody knows what somebody did when they was distributing out some type of gifts or something like this. That they didn't do right by somebody. Or this is like somebody giving a whole bunch of people some kind of gift, but then it was the delusion. It was actually poison. And they skipped you and didn't give this divination. They didn't give this to you, and this is what saved your life. Ten of Swords in reverse. Yeah, they wanted to leave the sun out. Now, think about this. If some of these feathers, this has something to do with the economy or something like this, the economic floor, like big companies, you see what I'm saying? Like big people with big money after the alleged Epstein death. These people that know about how big money moves, or they studied the way money moves here to the T, and they actually been in rooms with the people that have this type of money. And there's somebody down here that people have left with the lack of knowledge, right? Like God's children was going to be with the lack of knowledge. And these big guys eating up or consuming big stocks and shares. This is where the weight is. Something was already written, something was already put together, or something like that. Or compromising these men from the back end. Let me hit it from the back. Okay? Yeah, we got a child, a magician child. The 2 ponytails. This is why my daughter, when I think they took my daughter, this is how she used to wear her hair. They could be grooming this person or prepping this person, but without the mother, what are you doing? That's not going down here. There ain't going to be no children. If I didn't fully raise a child from A to B, or A to B to C to Z, that child ain't going to be having no claim. Just, first of all, we at the Christ time when ain't nobody else is coming. That's just it. Christ done already did the things, whatever and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to rule. There's nobody, there's nothing else. There's nothing else. We're here. I don't like to use the term forever, but sure ain't no Miss Jackson that got up in there as a damn Chief Justice. Because a person they fumbled something. They treated the Empress as if just something to lock down like this. Now, again, these boards, law, whatever this is, something ain't working. They're not able to do something, but they was already able to siphon something from the stream here. Something to heal these people or make them feel better. This is like somebody found the cure for AIDS or something like this. And you was dead or you was dying. You have dead and now you feeling back to life. Who your daddy? What, because you thought you was sneaking it, or you could remove my brain and make me brain dead and sitting somewhere I don't even know in a strange location and revamp all your it's done. You already, that's what I said, those are mine. You understand? This is the good Lord. I don't know what you're running for. Somebody could have siphoned the information and then blocked me, or blocked the Empress that's in the upright. They could have siphoned the information and then blocked the Empress here. All right? There could be somebody that was hurt here, and you couldn't save this person here. I don't know why this is like it's like playing musical chairs. If they make about 100 clones of my cousin Niecy, one of them is genuine, or one of them could have been, but they're finding those ones, and they're going to keep the 99 that are compromised by the enemies, and then I'm going to order the death of them. They're taking up too much. They're the ones that's the problem for global warming or the Earth's core heating up. King of Wands is in reverse here. This could be a feminine King of Wands, possibly. All right? And then you get this but God energy here. Somebody could be retired. You know, somebody could be a retired King of Wands or something like this here. Somebody could be coming up out of something, being used here. They could be being rejuvenated here, possibly. They could be trying to get somebody out of the woodworks. Anything to not just rejuvenate the Empress. So the Empress, or the real Queen of Wands, or the most powerful Queen of Wands, or the one that this is her harvest Queen of Wands, you redoing everything else. That's the wrong move. If they just took one of these people out the woodworks, bitch, I'll show you. This is like, I told you, this is like somebody that's going to try that, what was her name? Peggy. What was her name? The girl from 12 Years a Slave that went to go get that bar of soap because she was stinking so bad. And that was his favorite, Patsy. Patsy. Um, yeah. Cause I feel like these men was looking at me from the sideline. They knew I was gonna be a problem as a Queen of Wands. That's why you keep on trying to make my brain fogged up. To protect these women, these Queen of Pentacles women's in reverse here. Like this Hermit in reverse. Or this could be somebody that's like one of the most beautiful women in the world, what the standards say in the magazine. But if these people, if the aliens already replaced these people with robots or something like this, then you got to go and sit down. Just period. This Virgo didn't give me something as a child. They wanted to claim that they was my mom or something like this, or my dad. They didn't give me something as a child here. This is deeper than something, y'all. This is something deeper than something. So they trying to do something to not kick out. You know, like to make two people not have to go on the Trail of Tears. But these two people should go on the Trail of Tears. But not the Trail of Tears. They should go on the Trail of Glory. You know what I'm saying? So somebody's like, oh no, they're not going anywhere. I'm keeping them because this is a crutch for you. Or something like this. You know, or because of whatever they didn't give here, they knew that they was going to have to keep this person close. Like, this is also giving me that Shayana and the other little girl, Aunt D, people, them two little girls, those handicapped girls. It's like some money is hidden tucked underneath these girls. Yeah. They just try to win some kind of case or something like this. You're not going to be able to get it. It got to come to me. But you know that something, it's almost like stuff's supposed to be coming to me, right? But somebody didn't it's like the Silk Road or something. Somebody didn't put a blockage or something in the road, so it's going somewhere else. Like, it's like, take that straight to the Empress. Like I fucking said all this time ago. Yeah, the path looked like, you see, right up there. The path looks straight, but there's an ambush. There's something that is redirecting the message or redirecting the finances or redirecting the paperwork. Is something is not going straight up the road. Or is this person up here, whoever this is, because a masculine could be with this girl already. Between the unpack bitch, they could have picked the unpack over me for whatever reason, because this person was moving shit when it comes to land and resources or talking about elements in the soil. That's not even her forte. That's a portion. That's one of my pentacles that you took. You was only talking about land patents. You was only brought here for land patents and to shut the fuck up. You understand? And then I'm coming in with the real Elodio saying it ain't no fucking such thing as it. So you sold all that property to China and shit like this and these other people or whatever this is and took all these people and it ain't even gonna matter. Because real Elodio's son is going to say, oh, my beginnings go way back before that. Okay, the government soft, this weak, is falling, then guess what? So you done made something personal. Because somebody, it's like I told you to come the fuck up out of this person. And you keep on playing around trying to put this person or whatever. This person could even be in Canada or in the North. This could also be this card listing energy. Somebody that ain't supposed to be in that spot. That's what the fuck it is. Okay? This person could have took a child. They could have took a child from me. Lemmy, Kimmy, Timmy. It's like 7 years, man. I think these people put me on mute. And they just been manipulating stuff and they don't have the authority to do any of it. I feel like these people thought these two people looked fashionable. But that's what you do to the house slaves. You dress them up real nice and whisk them around and take them to certain parties. They're the ones that get to travel with the massa, you know, and be servers at the parties across town because they look nice or something like this. They're going to catch eye candy or something like this. Still a slave, bitch. They ain't me. There's also something about if Donald Trump is really dead already. These people are taking my assets from Donald Trump or whatever, and then also going to try to charge me and say, oh, you said something about Donald Trump ain't my president. If Donald Trump went against America, Donald Trump ain't, then he would not be my president. Donald Trump would be a landlord. The president is a landlord. It's a highly skilled landlord. This is America first. And any other president. If they've been hijacking the presidency since George Bush the first, any other one. Because it's not just a presidency. You was still a legacy. You was ripping and shredding apart a heritage. You were keeping somebody out of the very important things to talk about. Or be in the room, or was supposed to be at the table. For me, it was not built for them. And you betrayed me by letting all these other people in here that turned out to be traitors, and you embarrassed. So you just keep going along with something. You're just embarrassed that you did that. When I already told you, you thought I was nothing, and I told you the truth. Ben said it. Even if you're trying to go back now and say, oh, well, let's do it now. That was years ago. You done ruined it already. You're not going to get away with whatever this is. Somebody is not dead. They're free to do whatever they want to do. Or be creative with building the new something. Because somebody lied on this person here. They could have lied and said left, or you ran away. But these people could have tricked somebody out of their spot. Like, oh, let's move over here. What I feel like what they did, I don't know if my spouse, my so-called alleged spouse, was dead already by the hands of these people. I think that they sent me to Racine County in this house here, knowing that it was a setup, knowing that they was putting me somewhere where I was at 100 years ago or something like this in spirit, with this Namse Esther energy. Somebody that was going to be able to spot the past and the future, right? They did that, and then they could have kept my children back. Like my original children could have been already kidnapped by Kenosha County when we first moved there. Like as soon as we moved there, they could have took these people into the underworld and left me with a clone that they can anchor to, like a monitoring energy or something that they can link. They could keep around this so they could keep really close tabs. This neighbor Katie, the girl Chloe. Now I'm starting to see Hope or whatever. All these families were in a part of whatever this underground thing. Sky. Okay. Hold on. And this man took another mate or something like this. There could have been something, because I was mainly just biblical back then. I was just in the Bible. I had just been introduced to the Bible in that sense while I was in Kenosha County. It could be something that I revealed. I was also in end times prophecy kind of energy, just speaking stuff out of the blue. About getting a farm, all this other stuff. So maybe they was just taking the knowledge. Somebody could even be like, well, I was going to choose you, but I'm just going to go in a closet and get one of those Vickies out that's not talking this shit. But why wouldn't you want to be, like, you see what I'm saying? Like, these people is going, this lemonade shit ain't going to work. It's just not going to work here. You trying to leave me in a position or whatever like this? This is like the talking head. This is like somebody stealing my very expensive cars and putting new wheels and new stuff on it, like making it ghetto or turning it into. I like lower. I used to like when I used to work at that magazine company. I used to like and stop and look at the lowrider, whatever. So I like the art type of cars, but it's a certain type of cars that you do that with. There's certain type where people are like, why the fuck would you do that? You just made it ghetto. You know, it's a certain type of art. You see. You don't just go and doing that, dropping no damn any old card to the low or something like that. It just ain't gonna look right. It's not right or something. Like, people could do what they want to do, but I'm just saying there's an art to it. And there's some stuff that's not supposed to be touched unless you're going to die. And I just feel like people been touching. It's like, Nemo, don't touch it. Nemo. And he like, boop. And touch some shit. Some of these women are also just doing this off of envy and pride and haughtiness. And, you know, I got your man or something like this. And you're going to be a dead bitch. Because, you know, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is what's going on, y'all. You can't even make this up. They had to go in another route than the Empress. They had to do an Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Nothing was just given to them. So what, bitch? You not the Empress. Somebody told you you not the fucking Empress. So these people want to beat up the Empress. You don't exist. I want these hoes out of here. I want these terrorists out. This is like even this masculine. Now the person I'm with in Racine County, this could be somebody that brought from the underground here to replace my person when we got here. Could have killed this man. Could have did something. And this person already, this is a version of him that grew up here. And he already got women that he fuck with here. Because his reality was hugged up with me in high school, and we were high school sweethearts, and everybody seeing us together with matching coats. Either that person was taken at that time and brought here and shown another reality, or there's something that's off. This is something, because I keep hearing like, this is my town, I run this place. Somebody got taken from Waukegan, from Lake County with me as a child. The only way I could think is they deaded me, and then they sent that person up here to start building or start going to school. And his reality here was fucking all the girls in high school. The duplicate of him that was still in Lake County with me was just dealing with me, keeping me from fucking with other people freely. And I still was doing what the fuck I want to do. You get what I'm saying? Because that's my God source energy that told me, hey, you still need to get out there and charge your own way. It was something very stealth, but that was me. With them, I'm pretty sure they were all plants. I'm pretty sure that they made sure that they were all plants. They didn't want nobody that was going to be able to think higher, that was going to get in my energetic field and get higher, or they was already compromised, or these were people from the industry that was already contract or something like this. But it's like, whatever this is higher than whatever these people's is contract. And that's just the bottom line. And somebody was like, I'm going to end up with this girl, so let me give her all the powers that one got. And you ain't getting shit else. Wonder Trayvon. Yeah, somebody ain't getting shit else. It's done. This person could have blocked me from getting things here, and now your ass about to get blocked. I'm not sharing the spot. I told you. Look, you can't even make this up. Blocked. Blocked. Somebody could be like, let's just go back and just... I don't know what this is. This could be like a mistress trying to go up against the Empress, or a concubine that got it in their head and they trying to go up against the Empress. There's also somebody you already treated a female as if they're like a sheik. But whatever this energy, somebody keeps saying, no, it's that person. No, motherfucker. If we talking about the red streak, that's me. If you Saddam energy, that's me, motherfucker. If you talking about, do you understand what I'm saying? What are you doing? If you talk about even the Muhammad boy or whatever what are you doing? This is not this fucking person, man. I think this person, whoever, if this is the Wonder Jones energy, this got something to do with the Trayvon Martin case for sure. What they put on the headlines is not what actually happened. This either the child of, a splice of, an offspring, or this is the person that I met. Now, when I moved to Kenosha County and I went to Hollywood Video, because that's when you still rent movies and shit like this, when the movie rental places were still open. I met this girl there and we became like kind of associates, like around town, like, oh, what's going on? Oh, I was going out with some of my friends, where you want to come for a drink. It was never nothing serious. I think she might have figured out where I live at, because I wasn't big on letting people that I just meet as associates know where I live at. Not even all family knew where I live at. It was only my tight circle that knew where I live at, that was ever even in my house. My in-laws and my tight circle. That's it. My dad. So somebody, you don't want this Keith or whoever this is, don't want to get in trouble because you made this your sister damn near. Yeah, somebody did that. Somebody did that. This is where the identity fraud begins. You do understand what I'm saying? It's not about to fuck the relationships. I don't care what they was doing. I want my stuff. I want my stuff. This is the reason why them pictures is up there, to show you that all that shit is built in. Not to this bitch. All this is built into me. How dare you think that I'm not going into the future? All the blood, sweat, and tears. How dare you think that you about to stop this? These could be aliens or something like this. Maybe somebody is an alien. Because the person cannot even have any kind of land rights. Even this Queen of Swords energy, you can't have no kind of fucking land rights. These could be nautical black people, you know, Moors, or some nautical black people, or these families that, you know, was steeped into. Because I was looking at the Bay family, and they were saying something like, I found one thing that said, oh, these people were fighting against slavery and da-da-da-da-da. And then I said, wait, I don't want to look at this article. And I went back and I looked and said, no, these are the major players. They were the ones that were sitting down with the people, with the sheiks, shit like this. No, with the Moors. No, they were the Moors that were sitting with, it could be Islam and some other people here, in order to form a more better union in slavery. These are these nautical energies. This is not who this person had a 10 of Pentacles with. But y'all did take some of my DNA. You stole some of my DNA to make it, so it belonged to me. It belonged to me. And nobody's going to stop it. These are people that thought that they was killing me. They was harming me. They was playing around with me, touching on me, or doing something weird or something like this. And now it's just the time. Now is the time. Somebody allowed this person. This person got from the east of the garden or from Washington, D.C., you got clearance to come fucking with me. To claim me in some weird ass. I don't like the way these people operate. I don't like it. It's not going to be a thing in this new thing. It's kind of hard to keep up when everybody's doing everything the blind. That is the system or is the fucking blueprint. Stop lying. Stop lying. These people is lying. And I know that there's people in regret right now. This is why I'm trying not to say so many names and stuff right now. What's the problem? Get the shit out my way. I've already cleared up enough myself, damn it. I'm tired a little bit. I'm not going to stop. I don't like coming on here now at the point where it's like I don't need to hear. I don't want to hear. They're like, oh, you can't hear. You don't know what's going on. Yeah, enemies plotting against me. I never did. But I'm going to tell you what I'm saying. Like I always been doing on this channel here. This is not about haughtiness. Where you get to sit there. This is a war. And the captain of this team or the fucking... the general is up there telling what's about to happen next. You're like, oh, general, you being haughty. Excuse me? I know y'all don't think that I know what y'all was talking about in the barracks over there or something like this, but this is how this is going to go. Nobody's going and being the CEO every day and then have to fight on their way up to the top floor. They got to fight people trying to tell them what to do when they the CEO. You ain't yet, nigga. I own the company now. You can't tell me what to do no more. You can't tell me what to do. And people all in this person's face, they got to fight to even just be at the top of the company to run the company properly. Like nobody's doing that. This could also be the Moors or a darker skinned race is trying to claim that they the most high or they was here first. It bullshit. It's lies. Some of these people's dark skinned Mexicans. It's all lies. This could be this La Negra energy. This could also be this time oracle energy. If the time oracle have something to do with being the Janice, again, another Jones, Russell Jones. This would be the thing. If my husband, if this was his best friend or his worker, or these are behind the scenes spy workers or something, the problem was people acting like I'm not. an elder or a hierarchy person. That's the thing. It's not me coming out, blasting out, kicking like a bull in the china shop right now. That was your mistake. Should have nothing have been going on around me that I did not know was going on. So say that the neighbor, actually that was a fake death, and what happened is the neighbor got paired with my spouse or something, and they sent them somewhere to breed together or something like this. Say that's what happened when we moved, because all this stuff happened shortly after we relocated. Say something happened to that person, they tried to lie and go to the police and say I did something to that woman or something like this. Once I left that house and my stuff was packed up and everything was here, I did not go back to that house. Whatever he need to go clean out, do this, handle the paperwork, I did not go back. I was sitting in my new house. They try to erase me by putting another person as like a blockage or a vote or something like this. And if this person, say this person about me, he saw all, if they were breeding this person, all the other doc, the person didn't give a fuck about. It wasn't even a real thing. It's just like, oh, you just taking my stuff and giving it to them, and then the person only has some type of responsibility or something to me in my life. So it's something happened along the way. If they gave him another homing system, a rehoming fee, or like a rehoming system, something else happened. So now the person don't only care about the main female. There's something added on, or a third party situation, because he got to be around another woman that was pregnant and touch her stomach and feed her and treat her some kind of way or something like this. You get what I'm saying? And now there's a different care. These kind of men that are like robotic a little bit, or they got sensitive, but they don't show it. Okay, maybe with a dash of chivalry in there, But this is how they try to change hands of power. And I'm telling you that if that's the case, both of them niggas gonna be beheaded. Not doing it over here. I got the right to be the type of ruler I'm gonna be as well, with a criminal that you're not gonna totally remove. Somebody tried to devastate something on all sides, all realms, something like this. They tried to devastate something on all. I wouldn't have any realm, or even if we talk about wands, pentacles, even if it was only 4 sectors, they tried to, or 4 elements, they tried to ruin everything on every one of them levels or something like this here. This could be the Charlotte energy. Somebody used to be a track star, or somebody is a runner. Somebody is always on the move or always on the go. And some people thought that was the way, but how you gonna build something solid and you always on the go, unless you only on the go to those places to make sure shit is run properly? Like, I don't know what to tell you. Somebody is protecting what they have left. Something has been uncovered here. Okay, that these people are foreigners and I don't have to listen to them, and I don't have to respect or regard their whatever this is. They don't have no rules or no rights that I have to regard, basically. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, you are not the one that had these kids. So I know that the eternal energy said she knew a Derek too, and he was played on by his wife or something. She ended up being with him and he had kids and da 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 da. I'd be wondering if that was my Derek. Did they brainwash this person and put them somewhere with my fucking kids that I birthed? Like, this is the thing. And then this person ended up getting into it with this person and getting sucked into a whole different life. I don't know. 4 coins. People could still be in Lake County. I don't know. But it's like, once I detected these people, they should have solidified the situation and told me what it's all about. Why am I seeing this person? Why is God showing me this person? And then whatever. But you didn't do that. You let something grow too much. Because I feel like somebody wanted people to fight over a situation, fight over them, or be in despair, or be lost, or feel like they don't fit in, or it's something somebody didn't want. Now somebody want to invite a person in, and that's unjust, because that's a trap. That is not a trap. You're not. I keep telling y'all, it'd be like somebody saying, "Oh, we building a fortress around the king." You realize it was a trap, or it's a jail. These people weren't building no fortress. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was building a jail cell around a person. Hold on, y'all.